guys, so everyone has been talking about the new LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation, and I'm finally giving it a shot. I ordered it from ikatehouse.com, and I ordered 2 shades. The first shade is in coffee, and the second is in warm caramel. And I already swatched these on my face just to see if this video would even work out. And it turns out I do need to mix the 2 to get my perfect shade, and I'm so glad I ordered 2 shades because coffee is just a little too dark. Like, this is maybe my color in the summer, like early summer, right before I get like super dark. So coffee summer, warm caramel is never, but when you mix them together, they are the perfect winter shade. It's like this really awesome website that has like Milani and all the LA Girl stuff and e.l.f. and Maybelline. It has all these little random brands, and Jordana, like the drugstore brand that's not sold anywhere else pretty much. And it's really cool. The shipping was really good. It only took a couple days. It took less than a week actually. And I got each of them for $7.99. And the shipping wasn't bad. The shipping is like $5. I used a discount code. Came out super cheap. So yeah, I'm going to get started and give my first thoughts. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with priming my face, and I'm going to use the 2 foundation primers that I use all the time. And that's why I'm using both of these in this video, because I use them with my foundation anyway, so I wouldn't really see like the true testament of how they worked unless I use the exact primers that I always use.
And the first one that I'm going to use is the Becca Evermatte Poreless Perfector. And this is just like an anti-shine silicone-based primer, and I like to use it in my T-zone because I'm super oily. And also from the reviews that I've watched, I know that this is a really illuminating primer that oil has a tendency to like peek through when you're wearing it throughout the day. So instead of just being another person, you just kind of go for it and being like, wow, I'm a grease ball. Why don't I just use the primer that I use that prevents me from getting oily? And then the second one that I'm going to use is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. It's a really little one. And I said this in my haul video, if you don't wear foundation every single day, these little travel Smashbox primers will be amazing because you don't need that much and it'll last you for forever.
First I'm going to take coffee. And as you can see, it looks like my skin color, but it's just a little dark when I put it all over my face. So I'm gonna take that first, taking 1 pump of that. I'm just using my fingers to dot it all over my face. And then I'm taking warm caramel, putting a pump of that on the back of my hand. Also dotting it, like in between the spots where I had the darker foundation. Okay, so now I'm going to just take my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and blend it all in. Oh, got it all over my earring. Oh man. Alright, so let's take these off. Okay, so my first impression of the foundation itself is it's a little bit more illuminating than I usually go for. So it doesn't necessarily look oily or anything, but I don't think it looks bad. So I'm just going to do my concealer and powder, and then I'll fill you in on what I think. For concealer, I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Deep. I'm not crazy into like the super like highlighting your forehead and highlighting your chin. Like for everyday wear, I don't go that hard. Shoot, even for going out, I don't go that hard. I'm just not the type of person to go like full Instagram beat all the time. Okay, and then for powder, I'm just using my Urban Decay Naked Skin Ultra Definition Pressed Finishing Powder in Naked Dark. Okay, so now that I have set it with powder, put on concealer. I do like it. It's still very luminous.
I think it's a really good foundation, actually. The only downside is I did have to mix coffee and warm caramel together to really get a shade that matched me. It's okay, it's a pretty cheap foundation, like $8 each from the iKate House website. Apparently these are about $10 on the LA Girl website. I don't know why they're cheaper on the other website, but they are, so you know, whatever. I'll take it.
Okay guys, so I'm back. I finished the rest of my makeup. Yeah. So my final thoughts on the foundation are I like it. I think it's a really nice foundation. The color is okay. It looks way better once I finish the rest of my makeup. It blends a little bit more seamlessly in my opinion. And it is luminous, but once you put the powder on and you give it like a chance to calm down a little bit, it doesn't look as dewy as it would. Now, if you have super dry skin, I would recommend also using a dewy setting spray. Like the NYX dewy setting spray is pretty affordable. It's really good. Not my thing personally, just because I have oily to combination skin. We'll see how it wears throughout the day, especially right around my nose and my forehead because I get super oily there. I also have a tendency to like touch my face a lot, so we'll see if it lasts. I did set it with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, so bear that in mind. I did set it. It's not just the foundation on its own. I have a finishing powder and a finishing spray on top of it. So that's just how I wear my foundation all the time. So I thought I'd be fair and give that a solid go. Hey guys, I'm in Harris Teeter and it is now 10:26 p.m. I put this on at about 1 p.m. today and I think it held up really well. I'm a little oily around my nose and my forehead region. You can see it's like breaking up a little bit on my nose, but I think it held up really well. So final thoughts, it is really illuminating, which is a little bit much for me. I'm not quite used to it, but it lasted really well throughout the day and I think I'm gonna keep using it. Okay, I give it like a 4.8 out of 5. Yeah, bye.